from Blue Line Futures. Oliver, thanks for waiting around so patiently. Any thoughts on the livestock here before we go?
Well, you'd mentioned live cattle trading higher, albeit slightly, but we're just a stone's throw away from the closing high for that August contract. Right. We made a contract high 165.05. The closing contract high was 164.05. So we are approaching that, and the trend remains strong. I'm still a little bit nervous at these lofty levels historically, especially ahead of a cattle on feed report tomorrow afternoon. If we break out above there, maybe we get some more momentum, but the ship seems to be pretty crowded on one side, which always makes me a little bit nervous. Not to say that we can't continue to grind higher, but when everyone's on the same side of the boat, I always get a little bit more cautious, especially for guys that need to lay off risk and hedge the downside.
Yeah, and sometimes you start to see them buying calls like getting extra long too. You're like, oh, what are you doing? We got to stop. I agree with you. And these markets will probably try to go where they can kill the most people, hurt the most people in the fastest amount of time. That usually happens, which is what you're saying. That's the definition of being on one side of the boat. But we've got some near-term goals. I think we might see some people try to shoot for the 2014 high, I think. We'll see. But there's a lot out there. And these bull markets, a good bull market, right? Maybe you've heard this before, maybe you haven't. It makes it very hard to stay long.
It does, because they don't give you an opportunity to get back in if you take some stuff off the table. In 2014, I think what we really propelled the market higher is when we got an increase in margins. Right. And started to squeeze a lot of people out of the market, which was the opposite of what we're talking about on the grain side, right? You're getting forced liquidation to the long side you're selling. On the cattle in 2014, it was forced to buy back shorts for hedgers.
Oh, perfect. Great stuff. Really appreciate you coming on. That's Oliver Sloup, Blue Line Futures. Love having you on the show. We're going to bring back here to